Lauf den Laven amok. Rah. All right. You are not first, Momo. Captain Mal was first. They were here before the broadcast even started, man. All right. So here we are. We're ready to go. Broadcast is up and running. You're staring at the back of Franklin's head. And I'm getting ready to explain why we're playing GTA tonight. Unfortunately, I couldn't convince the miss... I couldn't convince the missus to stay up with us and play tonight. Even though she took a nap and everything, and I totally expected her to be willing to play tonight, but I guess that's not the case. So I fought and fought and fought with what I was going to play tonight. Normally I play GTA on Sundays because it's a multiplayer Sunday game that works really, really well. I can get anybody in here. You know, that kind of deal. But I didn't know what else to play today because I was going to play Warframe. But I'm pretty sure I played Warframe earlier this week. I can't remember for sure. So I've chose against that, not being certain if I played it already this week. Not that you guys would have cared. I love Warframe, and I know a lot of you guys enjoy me playing Warframe, but it's one of those games where it's got a very select audience. And most of that audience is more interested in watching other people who play Warframe because I play Warframe like nobody else. My main Warframe is Atlas. Nobody uses Atlas. Ever. Because he's too hard to get. He is the only Warframe I will openly admit that I bought. All the other Warframes I have either earned through collecting their parts for them or have been gifted to me. So yeah. Here we are. We're in GTA Online. The shithole of the universe. The video games. So it looks like we got only 6 people, including myself, so that's pretty good. A low number to start with is a great way to start a broadcast because that means it'll be a little more stable. So those of you that have been watching me play GTA for a little while now know I have a hanger and all that shit, but what do you guys want to see me do tonight since I had intentions of playing a game with the missus? I didn't make any plans. My mic keeps clicking. Uh-oh. How bad we talking in this clicking, Captain? Because I've had a problem with the microphone before, and my controller is hurting. It's been through a lot. I gotta be a little more specific than that. Like, is it dying down, getting worse? What's the plan here? What's going on with it? So what I think might be happening is, I'm pretty sure, as I've said a couple of times recently, my controller is not doing too hot. It's falling apart. My left bumper is broken. Some of the buttons aren't responding, that kind of shit. So I think another thing that's suffering is the headset jack.
Great. Okay, well, I've got something else. Something so big and so secret. We've got to hide it under 1,000 tons of reinforced concrete. Find ex-government facility on Maze Bank.
The explanation for the background buzz is because I use a wired controller. Because I refuse to pay for batteries and battery packs over and over again. Because that shit gets expensive super fucking fast. That rechargeable shit burns out in a matter of months. That's the background noise you're hearing, but I'm usually talking way more than that, so you guys don't usually hear the background noise. Now, people in the party with me, on the other hand, they'll hear all of it. I had a pair of headphones plugged into my laptop listening to the broadcast playback, so I didn't hear any more of the clicking, so that's pretty good. But that doesn't mean it won't start again. I'll just have to wait and see. Let me know if it starts doing it again, because if that's the case, that means I'll have to get a new headset or bust out my new controller faster than I want to, because my controller still works. There's just certain buttons that don't work as well as they should. So as soon as you guys notice any discrepancies that are kind of weird, let me know, and I'll try and fix them as soon as possible. Hey, Pan. That's my kitty cat. What kind of stunts are we talking? Because there's all sorts of crazy stunts that I can pull off. Most of them end up in a nice crash, though. Oh yeah, I forgot. The A button is a handbrake anymore. I have Forza on the brain for some reason. When I get a proper facility to do a proper broadcast with the camera and lighting and soundproofing and all that shit, yeah. But if you want to see my face, the only thing you need to do is look at the picture of the dude in the Punisher costume. That's basically me. The only difference is I'm usually not wearing a shirt and I have a hat on my head. And when I do have a shirt on, it's usually a Punisher shirt with a hat on my head. The only thing that having a face cam on my broadcast will add is you'd see my reactions. But my voice will give away more of my reactions than my face would. Because I'm doing stunts. And when you do stunts, cars take damage. I have 2 jobs, Momo. Twitch isn't necessarily a job for me. I do this as a way to pass the time and enjoy video games with other people. I enjoy playing video games just for the sake of playing video games. But as for my actual jobs, my primary job right now is actually my food job that I'm working at. I work at Qdoba Mexican Eats as a frontline server. My secondary job, even though I've been there longer, I don't make as much money there, that kind of stuff, is a janitorial maintenance guy at a local wood shop. Because they need me there. I'm pretty sure we've talked about it before, Momo. You know that. You should have known that at least. Maybe you forgot, I don't know. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Didn't work at all. No, I was hoping to kick it up on 2 wheels. It didn't work. I thought one of my tires blew. But I have bulletproof tires. That's not possible. Oh. This truck's turning is so bad. Does my wife work? Yes. She works even more than I do. She works at a factory. One of the biggest producers of brake fuel and vapor lines in the state of Michigan. For the big 3. GMC, Chrysler, and Ford. She's a lead operator, which is basically a supervisor that doesn't work on salary. And final stunt. Aw, it didn't blow up. Planes are supposed to blow up when you run into them. Let's try that again. Stuntman! Oh, it killed me. Never mind. The fuck was that? Never mind. Well, that blew up the truck. I have a bunch of different vehicles, Captain. The rat truck is just one of the more unique ones.
I'll look into it.
I have a rat rod version of the same truck. It's all junked out and moldy looking. I fucking love it. Way more than the clean version you saw there. The only difference is this one has a much better engine, makes a lot more noise. You know, that kind of stuff. I prefer the dirty, grungier aspect of cars. I like off-roaders and rat rods and shit. I love diesels. GTA doesn't seem to care about diesels too much. Yeah, I did. I don't care. I'm not a Ford guy, Captain. But it is cool to see the Ranger come back after a long hiatus. It's a great little truck. A lot of people swear by it. And Momo, as awesome as that would be, it will never happen. I'm always going to be Canvas 35, the janitor slash maintenance guy that makes food for people occasionally.
How about you take another fighter plane, shoot them down, and collect the freight from the wreckage? That sounded easier.
I don't make any money from Twitch. I don't make any money from YouTube. I don't intend on making any money from these. I have 2 jobs. Both of them do their thing. I want to live a decent life with me and my wife in our own home eventually. But for now, it's just not going to happen. I couldn't afford college, buddy. Even though I was supposed to receive what's called a Pell Grant due to my deceased father and my mom being turned into a widow, which basically gives me a free ride through community college of my choice. They denied my Pell Grant 3 times, so I finally gave up. There's my package. Ah, damn it, I missed my package again. Oh, damn. Looks like it landed in the middle of the city. I prefer classic muscle cars and all that kind of jazz, but those aren't realistic choices to have here in Michigan. As much as I live for the horsepower and all that stuff, they're not reasonable. Pickup trucks, SUVs, and stuff are pretty cool and all to have, but if I had a choice, I'd want a full-size pickup truck, half-ton kind of stuff. But most of those are really expensive. Okay, so it's on the floor. Great. Or not on the floor, it's on the ground. I got a 1995 Jeep Grand Cherokee Orvis Edition. And a 1996 Grand Cherokee, or just regular Cherokee, not Grand Cherokee. There we go. I was wondering where my fucking package was.
You need something, huh? One of your rides? Let me know. I'll bring it by.
'60s Impala. You and my older brother would love that. I don't mind Impalas. I think they're really cool machines, but I'd never want to own one. They are way too much work to maintain. But God, they're beautiful. And the Wrangler, fuck yeah. The Wrangler is awesome, but it has to be one of the older Wranglers. You know, like a 92 or something. I don't like the new Wranglers. Like the Rubicon and the Sahara and shit from 2018, or not 2018, but the 2014 through 2017 or so. They're fucking terrible. They're not pretty to look at, and they just don't have the same Jeep spirit as they used to. Give me Jeep Renegade any day. Or better yet, give me a fucking Scrambler. Do you guys know what a Jeep Scrambler is? Those things are fucking cool. That's why I get used cars, Captain. The TJ? Fuck yeah. That'd be great.
Cargo delivered. Oh, look at us! Running like clockwork, a well-oiled machine. I've been oiled before, but I've never been a machine.
This is a super solid Jeep. I have a tendency to get a bit rusty, but you know. So another thing, since we're talking about cars and trucks that are supposed to be coming back, there is a Jeep pickup truck in the works. It would be called the Jeep Comanche. That's the original name of it. Okay, so that's good. And literally it's just a Jeep Wrangler with an extended rear end and a pickup bed. They're really nice. I've always wanted a Comanche because that thing's fucking great. But there's a possibility of a new one coming out here in upcoming years, not recent coming. I'm having a hard time Englishing today. I had to work at Qdoba, 1 to 6, and then I had to go over to a friend's house and help them move the rest of their shit, which took a little longer than I anticipated. So I'm a little brain fried. Do you know how expensive BMWs are to maintain, Momo? BMWs are considered foreign cars. German engineered, absolute precision. You have to take them to specialist dealerships most of the times to get certain parts of it fixed. Other times you can get lucky and you find a mechanic who knows what the fuck he's doing. Not spelled like that, Captain, but yeah, it's pronounced Comanche. And especially for your first car, BMW is a terrible choice. Shit. Better off getting a high-priced used car that has many parts already available for it. That way you can learn how to maintain and repair your car and make mistakes at the same time. Like knowing when to change your oil, how to do pressure, tire pressure, how to know and install wiper blades, how to replace coolant, that kind of stuff. All the problems that a car can give you, not on some high-end European car like a BMW. The more you learn about cars as a junker, learning how to drive and all that stuff, the better you'll be in the future. And then you can move up to a higher graded car. The only reason why I have such shitty ass cars, my 90s Jeeps, is because they're fucking Jeeps. Jeeps last forever. They're extremely hard to kill. And I was born and raised in a Chrysler family. So I'm very partial to Chrysler products. You don't need that. You're not listening to me, Momo. You don't need a high-performance vehicle. You need a car to where you can learn how to take care of a car, and then you can move on to something better. Okay? Jumping straight into a high-performance vehicle is a terrible, terrible idea. Especially as a rookie driver. Now, if you're like me and you've been driving without a license for a really, really long time and you've spent a lot of time working behind the scenes, building cars, working on pit crews, making cars for autocross, that kind of shit, then sure, you're more than welcome to try and work into that world. But I'm telling you, it's a terrible idea. Hey, Cake, how you doing tonight?
Time. The goods are loaded up at Los Angeles.
All the way at the fucking airport? Jeez. So I have to get in my car and then drive to the fucking airport. Yeah, Cake. Just send me a message with a gamer tag, man, and I can pop you into the game. Typically, I only do that kind of shit on Sundays, but since I didn't know what to play tonight, I ended up picking GTA. I'll do it like it's a multiplayer Sunday. Man, you guys got fucking special family uprisings. I started in a Chrysler fucking Concorde and a Honda, or not a Honda, and a Chrysler Spirit. Both shitty ass family cars with no balls at all. And then a fucking Mazda 3. Oh my god, I despise that car. Such a terrible little machine. How riddled with problems was that Crown Vic? You can only post links if you ask me for permission. So since you asked for permission, Captain, as a moderator, you have the ability to give people permission to post links. So click on their name or type /permit Cake Power. And for the next 3 minutes, Cake will be able to post whatever they want link-wise. Just make sure it's appropriate. You know, nothing out of the ordinary. The only reason why I have it set up to where you have to ask for permission to post links is I don't want people coming into my chat and spamming shit for me to look at and be like, hey, Camus, check this out. Hey, Camus, check this out. And I fucking hate it when people do it without asking. Even my moderators do it sometimes. And I don't want a random viewer coming in here and seeing that and thinking that it's okay and then going nuts and then getting banned because they decided it was a good idea. What? It didn't recognize permit? That's fucking weird. Alright, hold on. Weird. Alright, I'll do it over. I'll do it myself. There you go, Cake. I got you set up. For some reason, the command isn't working, so that means the command might be down. Toyota Sienna. That's a good minivan. It's definitely not designed for a first-time car, though, but I can tell you that right now. That's designed for a family. But that's pretty funny. We had a, last Motor City Comic Con I went to, we had a SpongeBob themed car. I don't remember what the theme was, though. Mystery Machine. I think that's a an old Dodge. A Dodge van. I gotta lose the cops. I flew too high. What's the nicest car I've ever been driven in? Buddy, I can't even list how many cars I've been in. My life revolves around cars. I love them to death. And I used to be a partial mechanic. You know, I worked in pit crews for racing team. So I've been in all sorts of shit. My favorite car that I ever rode in was a 1972 Dodge Charger Super B. That was scary, but it was fun. Any fucking time now, game. Thank you. So where the fuck are my deliveries? It's not a bad machine. Mitsubishi Eclipse Spider. I'm not a huge fan of convertibles. That's still a great little car. This is a zippy little fucker. Yeah, I'm level 289, man. That's pretty much because I've had GTA maybe a week after the game came out on the Xbox 360 and shit, and I've been playing as the same character since. Bentleys are beautiful. I've been in a couple. Ever been in a Rolls Royce? That's a fucking treat. Oops. I despise Skylines. The obsession with them is just out of control. And it's not even that good of a car. But everybody fucking loves it. But that's just because the iconic things it's done. The influence it's had on movies and video games is just phenomenal. And that's perfectly fine, Cake. You can own a real one, an RC one, it doesn't matter. You do you. I'm not going to judge you for it, but I am going to despise and dislike on the car, because I'm just not impressed by it. It just doesn't excite me. And working on them's no fun either. None of the parts are right, because everything's weird. I have an RC car that's worth about as much as a used car. Belonged to my dad. It's a Team Associated RC10 Gold Tub. I have a special serialized number version of it that sells for about $3,000. I'll never sell it because it's my dad's. But it's a fucking RC car that's worth about as much as a full-size car. I have the Minnesota variation, is what it's called. It might have dropped in price since I last checked, because that was like 2 years ago, but it's still stealing a pretty hefty price on the aftermarket. Yep, way too many caps there, Momo. You could have just said an M5 or an E92 and I would have understood. Because you put the BMW in caps that changed it. That's probably why it gave you the timeout. Yeah, I've been waiting for your message since you said you wanted to join, Cake. There we go. Spacey Monster. That's your gamer tag. That's fine. Batteries are pretty important, but that's why I use a wired controller. But that's the reason why you guys get that weird background feed noise when I go silent. Alright, I'll invite you to the session. But you will not be joining the party, as you sure... I'm sure you know that. There you go. There's your invite, Cake. And then, I'll wait for you to join the session, and I'll invite you to the organization, and we can make some money. The organization already started, Cake. I can't invite you into the organization if I start a mission. What I was going to do is I was going to run some air missions. I don't like wireless controller. It's cool to have the convenience and lack of wires and none of that background noise and shit, but they just burn through batteries so fast. I went through like 6 battery packs within the first year of having my X-Bone. I couldn't believe it. It's like, what the fuck? So I gave up on using those, and then I went to regular batteries, you know, AA's. You know how expensive batteries are nowadays? It's fucking ridiculous. And everybody's like, oh, buy these Energizer rechargeable batteries. I've had those explode I don't know how many times in previous situations of using rechargeable batteries, you know? The ones that you can get from Energizer, the green ones, you plug this little outlet thing into the wall, and then you can plug your batteries in there and it'll recharge them for you. I've had like 4 or 5 of those just explode for no reason. So I just said fuck it and went for wired controller all around. Oh, hands down, 2017. John Bernthal's portrayal of Frank Castle is the closest to the comics Frank we've ever gotten. Thomas Jane's Punisher wasn't too bad. Ray Stevenson's Punisher was okay. He did a great Punisher Warzone character, but he was a little too campy for my liking. But he did a good job of filling the character's role. He fit the size and the demeanor. He just didn't have a good story behind it. And then we got John Bernthal. Season 2 of Daredevil, I was leery because, as you are well aware, Frank Castle is super important to me. I love Frank Castle. The Punisher is an incredible man, and his story is one of the best I ever read in comics. So I was really having thoughts about John Bernthal's portrayal because I'd never heard of John Bernthal before. I have no idea who he was. And everybody I talk to says, oh, he does a serious actor really, really well and this and that. I'm like, yeah, but, you know, I still don't know who the fuck he is. So when I saw him in season 2, he proved that he could do Frank really well. And this version of Frank is very similar to other Franks that have existed, but with a more modern twist. Instead of being an ex-Vietnam veteran, he is an ex-Afghani war veteran to keep up with the times, which I think was a great idea. And then, what was it? The first couple of episodes, Frank's not Frank Castle yet. He's hiding under the pseudonym Pete Castiglione, which is fucking beautiful, by the way, because Frank's original name is Francis Castiglione. So he took the surname of Castiglione and added Pete in front of it to kind of disappear off the map, you know? I thought that was great because that is a huge throwback to some of the earliest days of Frank's life. Then obviously the brutality and the violence is more based off of the Punisher Max series, which is late 90s, early 2000s to mid 2000s kind of stuff. That's where, his violence comes in and kills the guy with a hammer. Gonna find a home for this kind of deal. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I ran out of voice. That was weird. Anyways. But yeah, I was very impressed with Jon Bernthal's portrayal. And then when he got his own season, I couldn't have been any more excited. And now that they've been greenlit for season 2, and if you haven't seen the end of season 1 of Punisher Netflix, mute your microphone or headphones or whatever the fuck you're listening to right now. If you have seen the whole series and what I'm about to tell you, you already know. So I'll give you guys a few seconds to let me know if you've seen it or not, and then I'm going to continue explaining it. So, in the end of Punisher Netflix, you see Frank fighting Billy Russo, who, as you are well aware, is Frank's best friend. They went through the war together. Billy the Beaut and him are just absolute as close can be. They are brothers in every sense of the word. Frank disfigures Billy by smashing his face repeatedly into a mirror. At the end of the series, you see Billy's in a hospital bed, but not dead. If you know anything about the Punisher comics, you know that Billy the Beaut Russo is Jigsaw. Jigsaw is Frank Castle's worst nemesis because he's Billy the Beaut, Frank's brother. So season 2 is definitely going to be a fucking unbelievable story. Cake, did you not get that invite to the hangar? What? I invited you to my hangar so that way we could knock out a flying mission, man. Alright. So we're going to run a hangar mission real quick. Do some flying, bomb some shit. Maybe shoot down some planes. You know, that kind of shit. No, take your time, man.
Okay, this cargo is about to move out. But not if we've got...
Alright. We've got a chopper over here. Same old fucking story. It's the same old fucking lie. If I could say to a lie, I can't do a lie. All I know that I don't belong. I don't care. You're the weight burned into my skin. Alright, let's go. I don't know what this mission's going to entail, Cake, so get ready for anything. Thanks for what, Captain? Buried with a blade. It's the same old fucking story. It's the same old fucking lie. I can't for a lie. Now I know that I don't belong. I don't care. You're a scar burned into my skin. Can't hold on. I can't hold on. You're the weight beneath my skin. Ah, this one. Okay. So we're going to land, and then we're going to have to hunt down our cargo. Oops. Let's try landing right here. How's that? There we go. Come on, chopper. Cooperate with me here. Alright. No problem, Captain. Trust me, I don't want to spoil that. That series is fucking incredible. No, it didn't work. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It bounced off the roof.
You on the gate, Cape?
You ever punched somebody in the face with a grenade before? Alright. I was caught in the rain, wasting my time in the ground. Waiting to call, smiling to say, can we come over? I was caught in the rain, wasting my time in the ground. That was you who could make me high. Whatever you say, you're telling us all too real. What we've done, it doesn't matter now. Oh man, god damn it. There's like no cover in this area. None whatsoever. I was caught in the rain, wasting my time on the ground. Why is the character moving so slow up the stairs? Alright, I got one thing in cargo. I'll focus on shooting people. Got some choppers inbound. Watch the 6. My phone, I forgot to answer your question. Sorry, Mumbo. My phone is a Samsung Galaxy on 5, I believe. It was $60. Nah, they'll break the crates while I'm sitting there. And bullets will go straight through them. It's bullshit. Woo! I was caught in the rain, caught in the rain. Alright, we're good to go, man. We got both packages. Unfortunately, I parked the chopper in a weird place, but, you know, it's whatever. Let's deal with these guys over here in their chopper. Nope, I gotta reload. This chopper's sputtering. Light him up! Alright. Nope, that's what I was afraid of. We can't get the chopper back. Oh well. You know why? It doesn't matter. Check this out. If we can get down to the ground here. Can't remember how I do this before. Nope, it's not here. Well, this works. Hey, you found a way. Ow, I got shot. A little bit of a glitch there. Nice. Nope. Focus on that chopper. What are you doing, character? He's fucking, like... What are you doing? Pull out your fucking minigun. My character's gone like full retard, mom. I don't get it. Alright. Hop in the chopper. Enemies coming from the right. Ah! What the hell, Canvas? What are you doing? I looked at the chat. Sorry, Cake. I don't see the point of the cargo doors opening and landing a plane in front of the cargo doors or chopper in front of the cargo doors if you don't take the vehicle inside the hangar. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Cargo bay. That's what it's for.
Ta-da! High five, buddy. Well done. Finding that exit. That was the exit I was looking for. There was a weird glitch in one of the walls that you could climb onto the roof, which is why I parked there. I just couldn't remember where it's at, man. I'm fucking brain dead tonight. Alright. What's next on the menu, gang? We've done a warehouse delivery. We've gotten some hangar equipment. Want us to get a car next? I like sourcing cars. Oh, shit. Hold on a sec, man. There you go. I know, right? I'm littered with bullets. You can hop in the car now, Cake. What? It's fucking organization. Oh my god, I put it on voice chat. I'm an idiot. Hold on, man. I'm really tired, obviously, because I'm not thinking straight at all. What? There's no organization option? God damn it, that's dumb. Alright, try it now. I need to get some caffeine in my system. Holy shit. If I'm going to broadcast it, I need to be more awake than this. Yeah, it was my fault, Cake. I'm fucking brain farting. It's a clothes store. I need to go to a clothes store for, man. If you have an outfit saved, you can just equip it from your inventory menu. Yeah, hold this select button or the back button, whatever it's called, and it'll bring up your inventory menu. You can go to, or not inventory, but your style menu, and you can change your outfit. This is the Duke of Death. The Duke of Death is a heavy armored version of the regular Dukes. It'll survive, I think, 2 rockets. And a ridiculous amount of machine gun fire, and 1 sticky bomb will blow it to shit. So it's not very strong in terms of armored vehicles, but I prefer this to the Kurama because it's a fucking charger. It'll still blow up if I land on the gas tank just right, though. But any car in GTA will do that, no matter how armored it is. Well, you can always take it to a repair shop and get it repaired, Captain. And if it gets blown up, the insurance company will replace it for free. It's a way of life in GTA. Shit gets broke, you fix it. You either deal with the damage or you drive like a fucking idiot and get killed anyways. GTA is a merciless game. Right now, me and Cake are really fucking lucky. We have a lobby to ourselves, which means nobody's gonna fuck with us because we don't have any players to worry about. Our biggest enemy is going to be each other and overpowered AI for certain missions. There's no way this car is going to get blown up unless I do it intentionally. I didn't intend that to be the case of just me and Cake being in the session, but it happens. I always try and look for a lowly populated lobby because it makes the broadcast cleaner. There'll still be moments where it gets glitchy and shitty, and that's just because GTA is a huge strain on my internet. And then you got the Rockstar servers themselves, which are just shitty as all can be. That's weird, Cake. No. You're not, I'm sorry. I have much sexier male friends in GTA. It's a pass. Now, if I'm like half a bottle of whiskey and maybe a light smash. Man, I haven't used the word smash to describe sex in a long time. There's a rock there. The fuck is that, Cake? I see what it is in the in Moobot chat, but like, what the hell were you trying to do? I see there's a half a face in it, which is fucking weird. But that counts as excessive symbols. Gotta be real careful with that shit. Yeah, Moobot's real picky about that shit, man. I can't control it. I can turn all that stuff off, but then my channel would be a fucking just destroyed mess of... You know? Yeah, I have both monster trucks. I have the Liberator and the Marshall. I also have the Dune Fukaru rally truck and the Wastelander, Phantom Wedge. I have a huge collection of off-road shit, man. I love off-road vehicles. Like, literally, I have one garage that is dedicated to
You
off-road
calling for some
machines.
wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up.
Dune Loader, Rusty Rebel, Dubsta 6x6 Guardian, Sand King Short Wheelbase, the Brawler, the Rat Loader, the Rumpo Custom, the Trophy Truck, and the Enduro. And then in this one we have my muscle cars and fancy cars. Like my Infernus and Penetrator. That's a Lamborghini Diablo and a Jaguar XJ220. Got a Corvette, Hot Rod Hearse, a Porsche, and then a Jeep Cherokee. This one holds my hot rods and customs that I don't do a whole lot of driving with. And this one was just kind of random. Stunt cars mostly. We got the Dukes, Nightshade, Riata, Dune Buggy, Gargoyle, and the Duke of Death, which is what we're currently driving.
I'll get back to it then.
See what kind of cars I have in my garage here. You might as well just stay out there, Cake, in case I only have like one car in the garage. I'd have to source a new one. Nope, no cars in the garage at all, so I'll have to get some. I told you to stay outside. Whee! Lost my hood. Well, it's either I say garage or garage, which is really hard for me to say. Because in my head, I've been trained to say garage my entire life. So that's how it just instinctively comes out as. There's a couple of words that I say weird to other people, and I have my entire life. I've always been made fun of, I don't know why, but for how I say strawberry. Saying strawberry is another one of those things that they want me to do, because I've always said strawberry. There's some other words that I probably can't think of. And every now and then you'll hear an Irish accent slip out of me, and that's because I am majority Irish German, more on the Irish side. When I'm drinking, it's fucking terrible. When I'm drinking, you can barely understand what I'm saying because the Irish accent gets so thick. You might as well just stay in the car, Kate. We're just gonna source a vehicle to hunt down.
Anything you need, boss.
Nah, I don't need anything, servant. Sit in the fucking chair. Dumbass. There we go. Take him so long to do things. It's sort of random, but 35 is actually my lucky number. Statistics. Gotcha. And you say H instead of H.
Someone's outside. You're looking good. Really.
Microphone's clicking again.
Oh, hi. What can I do for you? Our fearless leader. Just let me know what you need. Are you sure you need more snacks? When you finish what you've got, I'll give you some more.
Please don't.
Looks like your pockets are full.
It's really upsetting.
So long.
That name is original to me for a reason.
All right, this car is doing laps around a closed circuit. Stop the car, take it, bring it to the warehouse. I wouldn't expect resistance.
Blah. As the clicking stopped. Hate the mornings. Captain, has the clicking stopped? Or anybody else for that matter? Yeah, okay. That's because I unplugged the headset at one point. That one. So our target's red and black. Okay. You got it stopped? Or is it running away? Ah! I got ran over. Damn, this is a bad shot. I think it just shot the car. You just double typed your message or double sent your message there, Captain. That's a weird one. Damn it, why can't I shoot him? Just die already. Dude won't fucking die. I'm terrible at this shit. I can't snipe for the fucking life of me. No matter how hard I try. Fearless elitter. Alright, Cake. You got him. You drive the car, man. Try and do your best to minimize any extra damage on it, since I think I've shot it a couple of times. Yeah, we're at 3,160 damage. I don't want to go over 10 grand. If we go over 10 grand, it's a wasted investment. You want me to drive? Okay. I hate this fucking car. It's so ugly. What the fuck? Got lifted off the ground by a fucking ped.
Whoa.
Fucking hate this car. Fucking hate this car. Alright, there we go. Sent it twice, could post it for a good 5 minutes, and then asked again. Really? Interesting. I wonder why double posted. That's bizarre. Hey, beautiful. How you doing tonight? And it does look like a Ford GT. It's based off of the 2017 Ford GT, which is just... I can't accept it.
Good.
It's too out there, even for Ford GT. Ford GT has always been the working man's supercar ever since they reintroduced it in the 2000s. The original Ford GT, the GT40, that was a pure thoroughbred race car. This new GT that came out is just like a scientifically created, genetically modified race car, and I don't like that. Because the car does all the work. There's no driver skill required when it does everything for you, you know? I don't think it looks cool. I think it looks too crazy. But then again, I've always been like that. What a lot of people find entertaining and intriguing and exciting and beautiful, I find mediocre at best.
You need something, huh? One of your rides? Let me know. It's on the way.
But what's the point if it holds the line for you and you don't have to? You get what I'm saying, 3? When the car does all the work and you're pushed off to the side, you don't have to do anything. I fucking adore the old Dodge Viper because of how fucking mental it was to drive. Straight live rear axle in the back half, V10 up front, you hammer the throttle, you're either going to spin in a circle or go in a straight line. That's my kind of beauty. That's simplicity at its finest. Will you stop? I really don't find that amusing. Yeah, but what happens when you do that one too many times and the next time you go underneath the truck you explode and blow us both up? You know what I'm saying? That's happened to me way too many times when people do that. Especially when I'm going fast. And you have to focus even harder on keeping a line when you're driving something that isn't glued to the fucking road, 3. You don't understand how my brain works. It doesn't require the same amount of skill. You can't sit in the bed of this truck, which I think is dumb. Alright. This is called the Riata. It's based off of a Ford Bronco / Chevy K5 Blazer. More along the lines of a Bronco due to its short wheelbase. The K5 Blazer is a little bit longer. That's my dream SUV right there. Even though I'm a Chrysler guy, I want a K5 Blazer. 1970s would be a preferred one. Rocking a turbo trans with a 400 cubic inch big block. I'm not sure what size exactly, but I know I want it to be in the 400s or above. A 6-inch lift. 32-inch Super Swampers. Well, maybe not Super Swampers. No, I like learning how to drive, 3. You don't understand. Just stop it. Your obsession with grip and control is just not me. You know that. Hardly ever. You will not win. So many things just flopped open on this truck. That's funny. Tailgate's open. One of the doors is missing. That was great. This truck's a lot of fun. It's got incredible off-road capability due to its short wheelbase, but man, does it like to roll over if you do it wrong. Not as bad as my rolly van. Oh my god. My Rumpo rolly van. That thing is a mess and a half to drive. And you've never raced before. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man. Fighting the car is half the fun. You're too safe behind the wheel. That's why you never beat me. You rely too heavily on the car to do the work for you, man.
Good to see you, boss. There's a visitor for you.
No problem, Captain. I ain't going nowhere.
I said to him, I don't see less than 9 figures.
Alright. Get one more car here. Cake. It's a standard range. Banshee 900R. Nothing spectacular, but we'll grab that bad boy and deliver it to the warehouse, and then we can sell it. Kia Rio, absolutely spectacular starter car. It does have quite a few problems, and they're really hard for me to work on, because I've only had a little bit of experience in working on them. But if it's if it's a beginner's car, if it's one of the first cars you're ever getting for yourself, it'll do you good for quite a few years.
Well, we don't have the location for this car, but we have the location for a car that's on the way to this car. Find them, tail them without being spotted, and get the vehicle. And, oh yeah, these are little soul gangsters we're talking about.
Oh, nice. We get to chase down a Kuruma. That'll be fun. Roar. That was funny. This truck behaves weird to impacts. Because, it either tries to mount it and go over it, or it does nothing at all. Like that hit right there on the back of that car. It just ran right into it, instead of trying to drive over it. You know, I could just hit the guy and he'd rush to the location. Or we can actually sit here and try and tail it. I don't watch TV, so I have never heard that before, Cake. Fucking Charger. I don't know anything about the Nissan Versa. Doesn't sound like it would be anything spectacular, though. Not really. I'm not a big Ford guy. And 3's right on the money with that. Nissans are not good long time cars. They're great for starter vehicles. They last you for, 6-7 years, and then it's best to leave it and let it die. Alright, we're where we need to be. When it comes to Fords, the only vehicle that I have remotely any interest in is Ford Falcon. And that's because it's the Mad Max car. God, this thing's atrocious. Visually. Driving wise, I don't know yet. I haven't driven this thing enough to give a shit about it. Oh! Whew, that was close. I have mixed emotions about the Raptor. I don't know what to make of it. It's such a weird idea that I like the idea, but it's a Ford. And I've never liked working on Fords. I've hated fixing them, and I've never liked driving them. But here we have this pre-built off-road purposed pickup truck. And I'm like, that sounds right up my alley, but it's a Ford. And it has a 10-speed transmission. I can't even imagine how hard it has to be to replace the pinions and shit on that thing. It makes no sense to me.
Okay, that's on the books at your warehouse. You've got to use the SecuroServe terminal at the office if you want to go after another one.
Alright, Cake. We got 2 vehicles in the warehouse here. One's top range, one's standard range. Yeah, it's a unique design on their grill. That's the determination on a lot of vehicles, 3, you know. How rough and how hard you are on the vehicle determines how long it lasts you. There's some vehicles that you can drive the same way and it's just liable to fail on you. And then there's some that you can drive around like a Jeep. My Jeep, for instance, that just doesn't want to quit. Now, both my Jeeps. They just don't want to give up. And I'm pretty hard on both of them. Yeah, Saturns you can beat the fuck out of, man. Alright. So what we're doing, Cake? We got two vehicles in the warehouse. Do you want to try and sell them, or is there something else you want to do? I don't mind Chevy, Cake. I'm a Chrysler guy through and through. I will always support Chrysler over any other brand. But there are several Chevys out there that I really, really want. As I've stated, I would love to have a K5 Blazer. I would absolutely love to have one. But they're pretty hard to come by. They're very popular nowadays. They're great off-roaders. And they're just overall good little rides. Solid engines, great transmissions, that kind of stuff. There's even ex-military K5 Blazers that are even sturdier. No, can it? The Turbo 400's great. That was weird, Cake. On my screen, there was no fuel cell next to the door, so there's just a random flame jet shooting out of the side. Come on, game. I've hit the A button like 6 times, and it wouldn't go in. That's funny. So you want the top range or the Banshee, Cake? I forgot what the top range car is. The Dodge Neon? I like the SRT4 Dodge Neon. It's a little sporty. The transmission had a tendency to get a little burnt up, and that's because it was, you know, it had the SRT badge on it. People wanted to drive it kind of rough, but, you know, it was okay. I know my dad had a lot of problems with brakes when he was working for Dick Scott Dodge on some of the older Neons. But personally, I've never had any problems with them just because I've never really cared enough to try and get one. You want the Banshee? Okay, we can take the Banshee. The Chevy Vega? Not really. I mean, it's cool and all, but Chevy have so many different muscle cars of the same body style. You can't give me alone.
Let's get to work.
Did your life turn out the way you wanted? Right your fingers to the bone. They stood on the floor as that on you. Must break away for you. I didn't wanna stop to cry. There's no light that's going when I look at you. The new Mustangs are overrated shit cars. Classic Mustangs, on the other hand, those things are beastly. Hey, Nano. How you doing, man? Haven't seen you in a while. Where the fuck have you been? It's great to see you stop back in after time.
That's some machine.
Good. Let go. Yeah, that's about where they started kind of going downhill, 3. I won't argue with you there. My life turned out the way you wanted. Busy with a lot of paperwork for your surgery? Yeah. What? What kind of surgery are you going for, if you don't mind me asking, Nano? That it's taking up that much of your time you can't even stop in to say what's up. And I don't even know what the fucking rental of that car is, Cake. Sounds like some newfangled bullshit that I have no interest in. Oh man, I have to change the wheels? Are you shitting me? God damn it. Stupid fucking game and it's goddamn... God damn it. Fucking headset wires keep curling up and tickling my chin. Drive me nuts.
Okay, it's...
Do absolutely everything you can to minimize damage, bud. Gotcha. Heart surgery. Boy, that's a mess. Oh, we're gonna start getting shot at by NPCs. Don't worry about them too much, just keep driving, man. Ah, I hate this fucking car. Ah! All that fucking grip and no control. Fucking hate it, man. Stupid. Thing can't even fucking turn when you tell it to because it's so busy trying to suck down to the goddamn road. Might as well be a fucking Formula One car. Then it would make sense. God damn it. Terrible spawning. That's one thing GTA never fails to do to you when you're delivering cars. There's always that one point where it's going to spawn in a car that you can't predict is going to be there. Oops. Never fucking fails. Every goddamn time. Stupid fucking cars and stupid fucking AI spawn-ins. Always running into shit. Wow. And then when I need traction, it didn't have it. That's a fun one. I'm playing an old arcade racer all over again. Shitty ass car. '69 Mustang's definitely up there in popularity. It wasn't the most popular. Specifically the Mach 1. Everybody loves the Mach 1 or the Boss 302. I personally don't have any favors for them. They're not huge to me. I don't get a huge kick out of them. They're cool. I like the way they sound. Don't like driving them. Don't like working on them. I respect their simplicity. Simplicity is always nice. Makes for easy repairs. But other than that, it's just like, meh. What job, Nano? My second job at Qdoba? It's going fine, man. We went way over the budget that I wanted to keep there, Monster,
And
but
we have
it
got
ain't
a
your
sale.
fault.
Cars
Fucking AI
delivered,
were doing
cash in the
stupid
bank.
shit.
Well done, people.
Yeah, I'm about to die. Get in the car, go away. I'm on fire. Alright. I can turn friendly fire off since we kill each other. Looks like we got ourselves a Vela Star or some shit like that. I don't know what that thing is. Ugly. But, you know, car's a car. I don't fucking know, 3. If I could tell you, I would. Oops. Ugh. 1971 Plymouth Cuda 446 pack. I'd do just about anything I could to get my hands on one of those, but it will never happen. The average selling price of a 70s Cuda 446 pack is over $6 million. And unfortunately not, Kate. The only way you can put a car on is if I run a special mission with it. There's a, you know how you have those in-game missions like Headhunter and all that stuff? If you own the Wastelander, you have a mission called Haulage or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. Let me look here. It's Kiro Serve, VIP work. We have Transporter, and that'll give us a random Wastelander somewhere. And you go pick up that Wastelander and it has a vehicle already in the bed. Trying to put a vehicle in the back of this truck will do nothing. You'll just drive the car in there and it'll sit in there perfectly. It'll be just fine, but it will not stay in place. As soon as this truck starts moving, the car will come out the back. You can't lock it in place. Trust me, I've tried dozens of times. Now, if I wanted to get a project Plymouth Hemi-Cuda, like one that has, you know, at least a body on it and whatnot, I'm looking at about $60,000. And that's not including the parts that I'd have to put into it. So you see my problem with never being able to get a hold of the car I want to. And 60,000 is probably lowballing it. Oh, hang on, Kate. This is gonna get rough. Uh-oh. 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 Well, sorry, bud. There we go. we hadn't ran over that civilian car, we wouldn't be in this situation. But I ran into a civilian, which ruined everything. Fucking civvies always fucking shit up. There we go. What? Really? Come on, Wastelander, you got this. What the hell? It won't climb over the guardrail with the rear end, but it'll climb over the front end. That don't make sense at all. Get out of the way. Oop. I've had so many cars blow up underneath a Wastelander, it's hilarious. The thing takes like 2 explosions from cars, I think, before it dies. What year's my favorite what, Nano? I already told you, 1971, if we're talking about the Cuda. Oops. Which car do you want to drive, Cake? I got plenty to choose from. Give me a minute, my Pandora's crashed. A Wastelander? Yeah. Go ahead, man. If it blows up, it blows up. Don't worry about it. It doesn't cost a thing. So, those of you that are here, what do you want me and Cake to do right now? Because I'm out of ideas. I've done all the VIP work that I have. You know, I have hangar missions, I have car missions, and then I have warehouse missions. And I already sold warehouse cargo, and I've already sold some cars, and I still got to build up my hangar missions, or my hangar inventory before I can sell some of it. You get a major bonus for having 50 of the same item. I don't have a motorcycle club. I don't like motorcycles. That's fucking cheap, and I bet you it's not numbers matching, Nano. But that's pretty fucking cool. What are you doing, Cake? It won't stay in the truck. I've already explained this to you. As soon as you start driving, the vehicle is going to fall out. Oh, something productive, 3, please. You know how much effort it takes to get a dump truck to spawn in? No, I do not have the flying car. Can't afford it. Like I said, 3, can we do something productive, please? That is not productive. It does nothing for me. Yeah, the Deluxo right here is DeLorean hover car bullshit. I can buy it now for $4 million, or I can find a way to get a mobile operations center or Avengers or whatever the fuck it is, and get it for $3 million. No, I don't waste my time with any of that stuff now. Most of this shit doesn't interest me. Start driving, Cake. Go ahead. crawling pace, you're not going to get anywhere. Sure, you could get over to a hill or something, but as soon as you go up that hill, that truck's going to fall out the back. It's already about to fall out the rear. Hey, this lady has a camera. You know, it's one thing that I found interesting in GTA is the only camera you have is your cell phone. My headset keeps doing that 3. Captain had mentioned it earlier. I think my controller is like on its last legs, or my headset's on its last legs. One of the two. My left bumper doesn't work properly when most of the time. Some of my other buttons don't work too well, and my trigger is starting to not respond to inputs. So hopefully, within the next couple of weeks, I pull out my new controller. I have an exact replica controller of this one that's just a little newer. This is a magnificent controller. I fucking love it. It fits my hands perfectly. It's got a locking trigger mechanism. It's got extra buttons on the bottom. And it has fancy lights in it. I don't use the lights, but it has fucking lights in it. See, that's not productive, Nano. That will cause nothing but pain and annoyance to me. I'm not ready to start my suicide checklist back up. I don't have enough money. Motorcycles are dumb. Alright. That's for the times you ran me over. We're good. It's a Ponson bees.
Hi there.
They have added some new clothes.
You won't find those anywhere else.
I don't have any of the insurgents. So we just got some new shorts. Sport shorts. Sport cargo shorts. Cool. I like cargo pants and stuff. I wear cargo pants every day.
Make sure you
Whee! Yeah, I'm not surprised, Nano. I'm a driver tars in a lot of people's Forza games, which is weird, but I'll take it. Every time I get back on Forza, I have notifications like, your drivatar has done such and such in these many races. Here's your cut. It's crazy.
Let's go already. Reloading.
I'm getting shot. Why am I getting shot? Ow. Get out of my truck. I don't want stars. No. No. I don't want stars. This is not productive. Even though I ran over the cop car, which gave me stars in the first place. Well, with me, it's just I have to make a reason to play it. You know? Role-playing and all that stuff can be fun, but I don't have enough friends to play it with right now. Adversary modes annoy the shit out of me. They're boring as fuck. No, and I didn't want stars. Cake, you don't... Getting stars accomplishes nothing on GTA. And yeah, I know I was just standing there, but it's because I was waiting for a good suggestion. I'm open to all sorts of different things, but I just don't want to do, you know... You guys pick some weird shit. No, I gotta lose my stars, Cake. Ooh. Aw. The truck flipped over. The only thing that I've really been doing in GTA is I've been trying to earn, enough money to get a fighter plane of some sort. Which is proving a little more difficult than I anticipated, because making deliveries and stuff doesn't ever go smooth. Like, I want to get this plane. I mean, I guess I could see the appeal in that nano, but that's not for me. Mods usually ruin a game for me. Why is my truck getting shot? On my 360. But I can't fucking stand Minecraft, man. I used to like it, but not anymore. I haven't liked it in a very, very long time. I'd do a heist if I had like my buddy Aloysius or one of my other close friends on here, because they'd know a good way to go about doing it. I do play Forza every Friday. Stop shooting my truck. I don't play those kind of games, Cake. If I get moving too fast, you're gonna fall out the truck, man. Just be prepared. hell? I barely tapped that truck thing. I think it was an SUV, and it about flipped over. I don't know how fast I gotta go to keep you from falling out, and how fast I can't go. Ooh, well, that lady's dead. You jumped. PvP games get... Yeah, they do. That's why I don't play them, man. I run out of patience to play them because I end up going against people that are just no fun to play with, or the game has concepts and ideas to them that I just don't enjoy. That's why I don't really play Battlefield anymore. I love the game. It's one of my absolute favorite first-person shooters. But the multiplayer is just the same old thing to me. Nothing new ever comes out of it. I never do any better than I did the previous time I played it. I never have any more fun than I did the previous time I play it. Well, there we kind of run into the same problem that we usually do when I do races, Cake. There's only 2 of us. It wouldn't be that exciting. And I refuse to play with randoms because nobody knows how to drive in GTA. GTA races don't require you to really have any skill. Excuse me.
Some ticket to the globe. Take a planning raid of traders, then get their cargo and bring it to the hangar.
God damn it. My microphone wire keeps tangling up and tickling my chin. This is a weird plane thing. Well, it's already 2 a.m. here, guys. Do we know what game you want me to play tomorrow? Because if so, now's the time to tell me. That way I don't pick a random game you guys aren't looking forward to. And with it being Sunday, that means it's a multiplayer Sunday, which means I want to try and get as many viewers as I can in. So even it requires me to switch out viewers every now and then, because like there's a group limit or something. I'll try and make it happen. Woo! This is such a weird little jet thing. I don't even understand its purpose. I mean, sure, it's a great little bomber right now, but what was it originally supposed to be in the real world? You know? It's got this huge wingspan and an itty bitty jet engine. It barely has enough thrust to keep it aflight, so you have to constantly engage the afterburner. It's like, what was this plane's purpose? It's a lot of fun to fly around in GTA. That was too low. Nah. You can't, unfortunately, 3, or else I would like to. Which is weird considering most planes in GTA allow you to. And this one doesn't. Can't get these last fucking targets. Oh shit. I love GTA physics, man. They don't make any sense. I got tired of flying the fucking thing. I wasn't hitting any of my targets. I decided to go on foot. Whoa. Oh shit! Got lit up like a fucking Christmas tree. Nice. How do I not have any explosives other than fucking throwing explosives? Wish we could shoot through walls. It's one thing that doesn't appear to be a thing in GTA. Oh, come on! Oh, I can't stand it when people do that, Captain. I hate the sound of sirens. What the hell is it doing all the way over here when we just killed all those guys over here? That's confusing. Hey, stop shooting at me. That's not nice. Both cargoes in one chopper. Nice. The only way to get better at flying is to keep practicing the flying, man. Bogeys on a 6. Oh, I purposely crashed it because I got tired of flying the fucking thing around. I couldn't hit my marks with the bombs. So I just gave up on them. I was like, fuck it. I just wasted all my booster fuel and like crashed into the ground repeatedly. And then as soon as I hopped out of the jet, it exploded and killed me. It's pretty funny. Yeah, that's what it says. But I never bother. Because usually when I fly low, I have a tendency to clip into things, and then I blow up, and that's no fun. I mean, I like blowing up, but as of late, since I've been trying to make money, I don't want to die as often as I used to. I have a whole imaginary checklist just full of things that I want to do to find ways to kill myself in GTA. It's my suicide checklist, as I like to call it. And I've knocked out dozens of different things on broadcast when I first started broadcasting because I didn't know what to do with any of my money. Because I had, recovery money from all the modded money that people were slinging around. And then when the heist came out, I farmed the shit out of those with my buddies, so I had ridiculous amounts of money there. And then just said, fuck it. Started finding fun ways to kill myself. That's something I've done forever, though, when it comes to GTA, is finding unique ways to kill myself. Because it never ends. There's always something new added that changes the way I can die. There we go.
Cargo delivered. Oh, look at us. Running like clockwork. A well-oiled machine.
30
I've
things
been
of
oiled
illegal
before,
chemicals
but
are
I've never
now
been a
in my
machine.
hangar. So that works for me. I personally don't have anything else I want to do tonight, so I think the broadcast is done here. Before I leave, guys, what game do you want me to play tomorrow, if any, or if not, do you want me to come up with something on the fly like I usually do? Give me some ideas, and I'll let you know how I feel about them. Viewers, yeah, no problem, Cake. No problem, man. So no preference on what games we do tomorrow? I love the fireworks launcher. I think it's so much fun. I don't want to waste my ammo on it, though. I'll do one. Yay! Alright. So yeah, I think I'm going to call it quits here, guys. I know it's a little early. We got like 20 minutes left in the broadcast, but I'm tired. I've ran out of ideas. I don't really feel like racing or doing any of the normal stuff that I do on GTA. I was really hoping the wife was going to play with us tonight, but she decided she didn't want to at the very end. So I apologize for that. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow evening with whatever I decide to do. I don't know what it's going to be. I usually do things on the fly. So until next time, as I burn to death, have a good one.